At the Indiana Steakhouse for bringing the Harvest Festival back. And although it's purely ceremonial, it's a huge deal for me.
One, go.
Putting on a dominant performance at Lake Winona to get an event win. They still riding that point lead that he started the day off with that long swim, hour and 15 minutes of effort. But then there was Pat Downer, who got nearly dead last in event one, who takes first in event two, playing to his strengths. Easier said than done, of course, but that was a much needed event win for there. And then we move from this triplet on the field with some odd objects, some heavy weights, and some high volume skill, and we move to coming to the Coliseum, where this is a robust test. It's 110 reps. That's actually a pretty moderate
200 meters
when you think about all the repetitions, but it is
45 seconds in.
And you have to work for every rep you get. These are big hit reps. And as we mentioned at the start of this event, the wall walk is back. A classic. Do it again. Yeah, that's right. A classic Castro callback. When the world says this sucks, he's like, oh yeah, well, let's do it again. But we're going to make it worse because we're going to throw in some redundancy with these heavy thrusters. What I love about this event is that it fits within the scheme that we're working with all day. We went super long, coupled with monostructural movements, and then we went a couplet of two odd objects and some gymnastics work, and then it went fast synchronality. Now we're filled in another hole, and that's that 18 to 20 minute time frame, heavy barbell weights for high reps, and a very tough, not necessarily high skill, but high effort skill for the wall walk. Second and final heat, and the top end of the overall standings will be on the floor. Yonakoski in lane 10. He is your overall leader, and it's Justin Medeiros, who has quietly put himself in 5th place unofficially overall right now. Kima Harrell's coming up and event win. The Brazilian will be in lane number 12. He took 1st place in event 3. Here's the thing with Justin Medeiros. He's in 5th overall. The top 4 above him, he's the lone American outside Will Morad in the top 10. In the last 10 years, the person standing on the podium has been an American. So Medeiros, if he wants to at least keep the podium alive for the United States, he has to make some moves here to put himself back in. But Yonakoski, we said he was dominant with the swim event. If you look at 21.1, he had the top time in the world in 21.1 that had these wall walks in it. Did not have a heavy barbell though. Pat Downer has been taking a charge of the overall standings after finishing 35th in event 1. Look at the presentation operators. We are underway. 13:39.61 is the time to beat Blondes on that Scott Hinch. 10 wall walks to open up with, and then 10 thrusters of 185 pounds. That is a fast time that Hanchen put down in heat number 1. And what you have to make sure of is that you do not put yourself in too much of a hole as you work through your first 10, 9, and sets of 8 reps, because that's nearly almost to the halfway mark in the first 3 rounds alone. Save your intensity for the second half of that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brett Bukowski,
hands left for Chris.
Yonakoski, and Brandon Luckett are your leaders early on here. Brett Bukowski coming in unofficially 3rd place overall. Bukowski's one of those athletes who, in the open, he kind of bucked the trend of this is a small guy event in 21.1, and he got himself actually, he had 15th best time in the world in 21.1. That was basically just a wall walk. Now you throw in a heavy barbell. His efficiency on the wall walk is second to none of any athlete in this field. Justin Medeiros on the left of your screen was the first man to get to work on his 10 thrusters at 185 pounds, and he's going to break. Brett Bukowski continues to work. Noah Olsen is now taking the lead at the 20 rep mark. That is when they will move back to the wall for the round of 9.
How am I doing that?
And what that break is doing,
round 2.
In this heat, there's still a lot of work to do here.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
See Noah Olsen keeping pace with Bukowski and Medeiros. Olsen, great overhead, great upside down, good quality gymnastics. For him, it's just making sure he picks the right pace early in the events. Noah Olsen trying to catch Brett Bukowski and Justin Medeiros. We mentioned Pat Downer. He has some great people in his corner. One of them is his coach, Michelle O'Connor, and Sean and Michelle. Once again, a very tough start, rough start for Pat. 35th place in event number 1, but great performances in event 2 and 3. What was the message to him after leaving the lake?
Well, I didn't get to see him, but we knew that this
200.
one was going to be a tough battle. It's like that every year. We work on it, but Pat is so good at moving on and just letting things go behind him and focusing on the next thing. I wasn't worried for him mentally at all. He's just extremely adaptable. His focus is always on the next event.
Let's talk physically, because we've had a very shoulder-intensive day 1 here at the 2021 Noble CrossFit Games. What was the strategy with this event? Because the shoulder work continues with the wall walks and the thrusters.
Obviously, the strategy is to be careful on those thrusters. The sticking point of this workout, where people will either fall back or move forward, is in the 8th or 7th round. So really, it's about managing shoulders until then and seeing how you feel, and then making sure transitions aren't rushed.
Tomorrow's a rest day for the individual competitors. What type of recovery will Pat have tomorrow? Is it a complete no movement day, or will you like physical activity?
Tomorrow will be based on him, but it will be my guess that he will not want to move. Most likely, he'll do a little bit of body work, maybe a few minutes of stretching. But we're going to do what we can so that he moves and he sleeps and he just kind of stays horizontal for as long as we can.
Thanks for your time, Michelle. I'll let you get back to the action.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Pat Bell in 5th place right now. I see Justin Medeiros. He and Brett Fikowski and Saxon Page have been trading the lead here. And Medeiros is now looking to close out this round of 8. He is right next to the man he's battling with here in this heat. Brett Fikowski on the right of your screen. Fikowski still opting for those short breaks, short sets, and as long as you can stay on a pace and have the discipline to stay on that pace, that's going to bode well for Fikowski. I wouldn't be surprised once you get to the round of 5, that's when he's going to start hanging on to the barbell.
250.
Brett Fikowski with 1 to go here in this round of 8. Justin Medeiros with 1 to go. Medeiros is going first, and he and Saxon Magic move back to the wall together for the rounds of 7. Joe Olsen, bottom line, your screen currently sits in 4th place. I'd like to thank Rogue, the official equipment supplier of the Noble CrossFit Games, and the official air bike of CrossFit. You should be surprised to see Saxon Magic up here in this field. Saxon Panchak has the 2nd best time from 21.1, 5th best overall in the world, and that came from Saxon, not Scott. Saxon. So when you're talking about wall walks, Saxon has equal strength to Scott Panchak, right? Scott has the experience, but Saxon is right on par with him, but he has a better conditioned wall walk if you're looking at the 21.1 results for Saxon Panchak. Brett Fikowski and Medeiros and Panchak. On the screen right now, Haywire leader Noah Olsen, and that's by default. Pat Beller is only a couple reps behind them. It is a lot at the front of this heat. Time to beat, still belongs to Scott Panchak, 13:39.61 seconds. And the time is where's the halfway point? And it's about mid-round of this round, round number 7. So we're right past that 7-minute mark. These athletes are
Round 3.
as early as possible. And what that does is that the more vertical
3,
you can get
2,
to
1.
the less
Go.
stress you're actually going to have on the front part of the shoulders. Now you're just stacking skeletal structure. Now you're basically handstand working instead of doing pressing with your shoulders. So when you can hike like that and move as efficiently as Fikowski, it's saving his shoulders for what he's going to need for these heavy thrusters. Fikowski down to the barbell as he is now fighting with Saxon Panchak on the bottom left of your screen for 1st place. Justin Medeiros is coming back to the barbell as well. Noah Olsen is also through his round of 6 wall walks. Saxon Panchak trying to chase down his older brother, who has the time to beat in the bottom left-hand part of your screen. Fikowski on the right, hit a set of 3. Saxon on the left is hanging on to the bar, and Medeiros had a shorter break on that set of 6. Justin Medeiros is now in the lead, and he will begin his round of 5 wall walks. Medeiros is breaking it up the same as Fikowski had, but what would we say coming into once you get to the round of 5, the brakes have to stop. You're going to have to hang on to that bar because now you don't have enough reps to separate yourself. Now it's going to come down to the intensity that you keep in these last 15 reps for the wall walks and the heavy thrusters.
Brett Mikowski even with Medeiros. Medeiros just 1 rep ahead of Mikowski. Saxon Pancic 2 reps behind the 200. Noah Olsen is still freezing. Now, meanwhile, the far right of your screen, the red shorts, that is overall leader Yukoski. He is falling off the lead pacer, and remember, some of the times with the first team main factory and Sikorsky might watch the overall hit slip through his fingers here. He can't make up some ground in this event.
And it's the barbell, it's the weight of the thruster that's the crux for Koski. We know he has the capacity
2 minutes in.
of the wall walk. But Medeiros looks like he's found a second win. He's going unbroken on his set of 5. Now I want to see what Mikowski does. He's been breaking every time since, and now he's holding on to the bar. That's what I wanted to see from Brett Mikowski.
Medeiros and Mikowski go 5 unbroken, now into the round of 4. Scott Pancic's time of 13:39.61 seconds is quickly approaching. Pat Vellner is in 5th place in this heat right now. Gunner getting to work on his set of 5 thrusters.
Under Vellner, he has great thrusters. He's got a nice upright position that's going to allow the bar to rest more on the shoulders so he doesn't have to hold it more with the shoulders.
Vellner through his round of 5. Justin Medeiros closing out his round of 4 wall walk. He is 1 rep ahead of Brett Mikowski. Saxon Pancic stays in 3rd.
3 minutes in.
In 4th, Medeiros. Back to the barbell. 4 thrusters at 185. He is starting to put some distance between himself and Brett Mikowski. And Medeiros rifles through those. He's got to advance his barbell. The judge calling him back. Medeiros will do that. Mikowski has now just begun his round of 4th. And Justin Medeiros separating himself late here from Brett Mikowski.
And what are we seeing? We're seeing more aggressive pace, more intensity, attack mode from Medeiros. We talked about Sheldon Tondra, the coach for Pat Vellner. How about Adam Knifer, one of the most seasoned CrossFit veterans ever in the sport? Oh, guess who he did a training camp with twice in the offseason? Matt Fraser. Where do you think he got this tenacity from the end?
Medeiros may not be able to beat Scott Pancic's time, so Pancic is looking at his 2nd career event win here. Now the question is, who is going to win this season? This is the round of 3 for Justin Medeiros. So Scott Pancic's time is going to stand. And he will earn 100 points as Pancic will move up the leaderboard. Scott Pancic will. Brett Mikowski is now on his round of 3. Medeiros back to the wall.
All right, 2 minutes.
For 2 wall walks.
4,
Ahead of Pat Vellner.
5, 4,
Vellner will take
3,
7th in the
2,
event. Olsen will
1.
take 6th.
Begin.
That means that Jay Crouch, he will wind up in 5th. Now, Yonakoski, who is your overall leader coming into this event, is trying to do some damage control because the 2 men directly behind him in the overall standings. 2 of the men in the top 4 have already finished. Brett Mikowski is in, and Justin Medeiros, who's 5th, is already in. So try not to surrender too many points to those 2. Jorgen Carl Gudmundsson came in 2nd place unofficially in this event. He's on the right of your screen.
And he's behind Yonakoski. And so all I'm seeing is a compression of the top 5 athletes on top of the leaderboard.
Lazar Dukic is in. 21-minute time gap here. And still plenty of athletes on the floor working. Jorgen Carl Gudmundsson. And Dukic's time is going to be good enough for 10th place in the event. Gudmundsson is in. Jorgen Carl Gudmundsson, as Andre Hudeo came across the finish line, Gudmundsson will take unofficially 12th place in the event, up to 67 points. Alexander Cologne
90 seconds in.
Overall. He's your leader on the floor. Final wall walk from one way in this round.
2 minutes.
He's headed back to the barbell for his round of 2.
And all this is great for Scott Hasenkamp. He's sitting outside of what, 22nd or 24th coming in. And look at all these athletes that were sitting in the top 10, top 15 that are not, or possibly not going to finish this event, and the ones before that. So Scott, who were like, almost left for dead after 3 events, he might see himself in the top 15, approaching the top 10 just after this event 4 win.
And don't get attached to any leaderboard, because for the first time in a long time, the men's leaderboard is quite volatile at this point.
You see, the men's leaderboard kind of like Game of Thrones, right? You can't have a favorite character because they're going to get killed off in the next episode.
Parnell is at 1836.67, and now Jason Hopper is still on the competition floor. Hopper coming in 15th place overall.
And he's given no rep because what you can't have is you cannot have your hands move away from the tape line without both feet on the wall. You can just see how difficult this is getting for Hopper. Now, there's one thing to know. Look at the ground. There's no matting on the ground. What did we see in the open? Right? We put like dollar mats, crash pads. You can just free fall from the top. Exactly, right? And you can't have that. We don't have that here. So though this is the same volume, a little bit different distance than most of these athletes have to go, not having that pad at the bottom actually makes a massive difference in the difficulty of this move because you have to show so much more control.
Will Morad is your leader on the floor. Morad, on his final round, Will Morad is going to get in inside that 21-minute time gap. Jackson Fancy looking on at Jason Hopper. The man who beat Scott Fancy after getting that across the challenge to qualify for this event is now back to the wall for the final time. Jesse Madero talking to the director of sports, Dave Castro. Business heat, 42
2 minutes.
48 seconds.
2 rounds left. Round 5.
Wins so far in the first 11. I wanted one this
3,
year, and I
2,
was gonna do everything
1.
I could to get it.
Go.
So it's special to do it here under the lights on the first bag competition. And what is it like competing for the first time on the CrossFit Games floor in the front of little Kinsley here? It's joyful, man. I mean, look at this. Look at this little girl. To be here and have family, friends, and everyone around, I couldn't ask for anything else. I feel like I already won. Great performance so far on the first day of competition. Having some knee issues. Your left knee has been reconstructed 3 times, you mentioned. Meniscus issues. How were you able to push away the pain and win event number 4? Big guy upstairs, man. Big guy upstairs is with me. And I know it's going to hurt. And I'm good with that. Thank you very much, Scott. And thank you, Kinsley. Sean, back to you.
Thank you, Mike. It is hard not to pull for Scott Fancy. Everything he's done, the master he's been for this sport. Great to see him do well here at event number 4. The second event win of his career.
1 minute.
Coming up next, we'll take a quick break and we'll be back to close out day 1 of competition here on the 2021 Noble CrossFit Games.
That's 50 out. This is 50 out. There we go. 100 out. Chris is 100 out. Russ is 50. Chris is 50. We're both going about the same clip. God damn. Yeah. Last round. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Minute in. This is 100 out. Travis 100 out. Chris 50 out. Travis 50 out. This is off. Transitions. 2 minutes in. 2 minutes. That's it. Last minute of work for the day. Chris is 100 out. Travis is 100 out. 315. Travis is 50 out. Chris is 50 out. That's done. 341. Wow, 349. Job. All right, that's enough for the day.